All right, we're here. We're back on some Call of Duty World War II. Big update came out, big divisions overhaul. The new maps came out, as you can see here, Egypt, which is arguably, I thought this would be the best map in the whole thing. It might actually be the worst one, honestly. I played for a couple hours last night, and first of all, look at this shit. If this ain't one of the cleanest combos you've ever seen. So there is a lot of new shit, and I mean a lot. Obviously, as you can see, the paint shops are out. You probably already noticed if you played at all. There's a lot of people running around with a lot of crazy paint jobs. Me personally, I mean, the paint jobs are cool and all. It wasn't really something that I was looking forward to, like, as something that was game-changing for me, you know? All I really wanted to do is just add hints of pink over chrome, and that's pretty much it. I could have covered the entire gun in pink. A lot of people are doing that. I've seen a lot of people send me screenshots and stuff like that, like, hey, man, did this paint job for you. Not really one of those creative types, so, I wouldn't say not creative, but I guess I'm not very artistic. My penmanship is that of a caveman, so being able to design, make, draw anything that's even, like, remotely pretty, it's not gonna be coming for me. Probably not. I mean, if anybody wants to go into the paint shop and make some next level thing for me to use in a video, I mean, I'm down to go and download it. It's like this whole system thing where you can go and make a paint job and then just download the paint jobs and share them. If you label them something like Jev or something like that, I can go and look for them, maybe for a video even. I don't know, just an idea. In order to do this paint job, I literally just took the sides of the gun, took a circle, made it light pink, as close to the breast cancer ribbon color as possible, and then just stretched it out across the gun until it covered it. I didn't want to cover the whole thing because I did want to show the chrome and the pink at the same time, you know? It'll kind of be unique because there are a lot of people running around with, you know, just full pink or just full color guns now. One weird thing about it is that a lot of people were kind of against this whole thing because it would make a lot of the guns, you know, colorful and kind of like childish looking and all this other shit. And there were a lot of people that were like really serious about like the authenticity of World War II. I mean, I'm just trying to have fun on the game though, man. So I made a whole video talking about all of these changes, okay? So I'm gonna do a little rundown here. I need to back out. I'm almost level 100. Lobbies right now are not that good. This is what I've been running recently. I've been running, you know, extended mags, rapid fire. That's the usual. Now every gun has an extra attachment slot. So you either go with ballistic calibration, which reduces your sway, which it doesn't really matter if your sway is reduced, to be honest with you. Maybe FMJ would just be better. But then again, wall banging on this game is really not that great either. But so FMJ makes an already terrifying Springfield and its power even stronger. So I'll probably go with FMJ, actually. I've been running this armored class. I have experimented a little bit, but I've been running around a lot with this armored class with Lookout on. You can put a lot of different things on. I personally just still really like Lookout. I completely forgot that that was even a thing when I was theory crafting, but which is funny because it's like on every single one of my classes. Now, here's the thing. You can come up with a lot of different combinations at this point. They did this whole overhaul because it was just really restrictive, honestly. Like, I don't even know why certain things, I didn't realize things were as restricted as they were because there's just so much more that you can do, and this was shit that we could do in other Call of Duties like the past, I don't know how many years. I was never really that big of a fan of the divisions anyway, but so I had this idea that we could go with Airborne, right? And then put on Energetic, but then I realized that Airborne actually has the same qualities as Energetic, so combining the two doesn't really work. But that means you can make, but that means you can have Airborne classes to be able to run around as fast as possible, but then you could throw Hunker on as if you have Armored on. The thing about Hunker is I'm not sure if it's as strong as Armored in the sense of blocking damage and stuff and reducing the damage from the explosion, but it also doesn't give you tac mask. So that can kind of slow you down a little bit. Also, I've thought about maybe possibly even running Armored with Energetic. So you're not really like this slow moving character. You're still moving very quickly, but you're also nearly immune to explosives and shit. So you can move around, you can run straight through the battlefield without getting blown up by stupid shit, just getting shot. Past the divisions and all the combinations and stuff that you can do, now honestly, I don't even know if I want to keep going into this DLC playlist. It's double XP and all, that's great, but that also means there's a shit ton of good players and I don't really want to deal with this. One of the main things that I think is the most noticeable thing is that obviously everybody has more grenades, there's more explosives, which makes your armored and all that shit that much more useful. But also, even though there's more grenade spam, more stun spam, more all of that, I haven't really been dying to it nearly as much. Whether that's because I'm running Armored or Hunker, or if because the grenades just aren't as lethal, they are like 10% weaker or something. I mean, that shit blew up right next to me and I lived. I think the map that I enjoy the most after playing for a couple hours last night anyway was probably Dunkirk. Dunkirk was probably like one of the craziest. I think all three of these maps are actually pretty solid. I just had the most fun on Dunkirk. It's just a really long map. Lots of lineups, lots of doorways that people get mushed into. Lots of possibilities for like crazy like triple headshots, quads, shit like that. Also, it's really nice too sometimes with the spawns because if you clear people mid-map, they spawn back in their spawn and it's just a straight shot to be able to look down there and pick them off as they spawn. The unlimited sprint though is definitely, oh fuck, holy shit.
Hardpoint, enemy hands.
I mean, it's really not that serious, man. It's seriously not. Like, I'm not playing these fucking sweat-ass lobbies. It's not fun. Not fun in the slightest. I'll wait for the maps to come into the normal rotation. I'm not doing it. I thought the lobbies would get better since last night. It's not fun. Oh, wait, they're in the rotation. Oh, I'm good. All right, cool. The unlimited sprint is definitely the most obvious change here. More grenades, more action. No, reload. I mean, I hit a couple things last night, a couple quad feeds, but nothing crazy or anything like that on the new maps. Stop. So yeah, you can go out and check this update out. Even if you're not going to get the DLC or anything like that, the game in general just does feel faster. You can theory craft with some shit, play it for a couple hours, see how you feel about it, see if it's enough to keep you playing at all, and let me know down in the comment section. Anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. My most recent videos are popping up on the screen here. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed, and yeah, this has been Jev, guys. Later. Pussy in my DNA.